What is up, ATG traders? This is Munya and welcome back to my trading channel. Today I've brought to you guys a boom and crash strategy that uses the TDI indicator, which is one of the most popular indicators. The TDI stands for Traders Dynamic Indicator, and this is the only technical indicator you need to scalp the market successfully. This is because this TDI reads the market sentiments, it also reads the volatility, and it also shows you the momentum of the market at the same time. So this is one of the greatest indicators ever to be created, and today we're going to be using it to trade boom and crash successfully. I'm aware that most traders know about this indicator, but what I'm not aware of is how many people can actually use it correctly on boom and crash, because I've seen traders use it on currencies. I've seen them trade stocks or any other things, but I haven't seen any trader using this indicator to do boom and crash. So today I want to show you guys some of the results that I got from using this TDI on trading boom and crash, and we're going to go in depth with this indicator for the next series of videos. Right, so make sure you click the subscribe button and turn on your notification bell so that you are notified each and every time I post a video, or each and every time I do an update of a strategy or I announce something. So make sure that you click that bell and you will be notified personally whenever I post a video. And if you also want to join our free Telegram channel where I post indicators, where I post strategies, where I post signals for free, please make sure to click the link in the description box below. It will take you straight to our Telegram channel with over 5,000 traders in there. So it's a big trading community for traders. So make sure you're also part of that, and I'm sure it will help you grow in your trading journey, right? And if you don't have an account and you want to be trading what you are trading right now, there's also a link in the description box where you can sign up to the broker that I'm using for free. Minimum deposit is $1, so it's very easy. It's the best broker that I'm using, and it's free to create an account. You can even create a demo account for a start. If you don't have $1 to fund your account, that will allow you to have a demo account, and you can be practicing these strategies with me. All you have to do is go in the description box below. There's where it says sign up, and then you just follow that link and it will take you straight to the broker that I'm using. It has fast withdrawals, it has a great support team, good spreads, and good market conditions. That's one of the things that you need as a trader. So make sure you sign up for an account with them. Also, make sure you subscribe to my second channel, guys. I launched the second channel, and there are about 5 strategies right now on that channel. 5 strategies which are properly explained with live trading sessions and with all settings for those strategies. So make sure you go check out my second channel called Everything Trading. I'll also leave the link in the description box below. We are almost at 500 subscribers, so make sure you keep the team growing. Also, that's where I'll be posting the live trades using this TDI. So make sure you are on that channel so that you don't miss anything that I'm going to talk about in this video. Okay, so let's get into today's business. Today I want to share with you guys this boom and crash strategy, like I said, and this strategy uses the TDI, which we said is called the Traders Dynamic Index. You can also Google about it on your phone, and you'll be able to learn more about this strategy. I'm gonna briefly explain it, and then maybe later on or on the second channel I'll do more in-depth analysis using the TDI. So make sure you're on that channel too so that you don't miss a thing. So here's how the strategy is looking like when we want to scalp boom and crash with the best indicator. So as usual, we'll do the step-by-step process of installing this strategy, and I'm sure most people get confused when they want to use the TDI, so I'm gonna explain that too. So let's jump into today's business. I'm just gonna remove everything, and we'll do a proper installation of this strategy. So as you can see, I now have a blank chart. I'm on boom 1000 right now in my 1 minute time frame, and I want to start installing my strategy. Right, so I'm going to go to indicators, and the first indicators that I'm going to create install are for my main chart, and I'll discuss the use of those indicators too. So I'm going to go to main window, and the first indicator that we want is a moving average, and it has the following settings, right? It has a period of 9, a shift of 0, a method of exponential, apply to close, and the color, I'll choose the color red. So please make sure you're following these settings correctly, right? The next indicator that I want is also going to go to my main window, and it's also a moving average, but this time it has a different period. It has a period of 50, a shift of 0, a method also is exponential, and then apply to. This time we're going to change to medium price, and then the styling, I'll choose the color black and save. So please make sure you're following. So now we have two lines, the red line and the black line. The next indicator that we want is also going to go to our main window, and it is a moving average, but this time it has a period of 200. This is also going to act as our trend. It has a shift of 0, a method of exponential, apply to close. The color, I'll choose blue, then save, then done. So now we're done with installing our main window, right? We're done with installing our main window. What you are left with now is installing the TDI. So these are the TDI settings. We're going to go to indicators. The first indicator that we want to install is the relative strength index, and this relative strength index is going to have the following settings: a period of 13, apply to close. Levels, you only need these levels: level 50, level 20, and level 80, right? And then the color, you can choose black or any color of your choice, then done. And as you can see, we now have our RSI installed. The next indicator that we want to install is a moving average, and it is going to have the following settings. Indicator window 1, we're going to go to moving average, and we're going to need a period of 2. This is our TDI, guys. This is our TDI that we are installing right now. So don't miss anything. This is our TDI that we are installing. The next setting that we need to correct is the shift. It has to have a shift of 0, a method of simple, and apply to previous indicators data, right? And then the styling, we're gonna choose green, then save, then done. And as you can see, we now have a green line running across our charts too. The next thing that we need to add for our TDI is a moving average again, and this time it will have a period of 7. For those that are familiar with the TDI, they know these settings. Shift 0, method simple, apply to previous indicators data. Color, I'll choose the color red. Save, done. And then we also need to add to our indicator window 1 the Bollinger Bands to sum up our TDI. And these Bollinger Bands will have the following properties: a period of 34, a shift of 0, deviations of 1.618, apply to first indicators data this time, right? And then the color is purple, or you can pick any color of your choice, then done. And now you can see those Bollinger Bands across our charts. And then lastly, for our TDI, again, indicator window 1, we will need a moving average, and this moving average will have a period of 34, a shift of 0, a method of simple, apply to. This time we want first indicators data again, and then the color, I'll choose brown, then save, then done. Okay, so now we've gone through the whole process of installing this strategy. The bottom part is the TDI on its own. The top part is just going to help us with our entries and with our trading, right? So what's left now is knowing when to buy and when to sell. And remember, I said for this section of the strategy, we're just going to talk about scalping, right? For the second part of this video, I'm going to post that video on the second YouTube channel called Everything Trading. So you can go to that channel, subscribe, and then watch the second part for this for the scalping side, right? For the scalping side. Okay, or you can just join my Telegram channel. You'll be able to find all the links to the first channel, the second channel, and you can just subscribe. The link is in the description box below. All you have to do is click my link to my Telegram channel, and it will take you straight to the Telegram channel. Okay, so now let's talk about sell conditions. Since we are opening boom right now, which means you're going to be selling, right? And then we'll go to crash, and we'll talk about how to use this strategy when you are buying. Okay, so first thing with this strategy is we're going to be using our 1 minute time frame. So I'm on boom 1000 right now, and we're on a 1 minute time frame. The second thing that I need to clarify is the zoom level does not matter. Just put a zoom level that is visible to you, that you can see clearly what's going on, right? So what are the conditions for you to sell boom? They're pretty simple conditions that you need to follow. The first condition is you want your red and black line to be below your blue line. So basically you want the moving average 9 on your main chart and the moving average with period 50 to be below this blue moving average of period 200. That shows that we are in a downtrend. That confirms that we are in a downtrend, right? We're going to talk about this in depth more. The second condition that you need is you need to wait for a spike to occur. So for example, here we now have a spike, and you want that spike to remain below this black line. So it should just spike to cross the red line, but not to be above this black line. As long as it remains below the black line, then the second condition has been met. And then the last condition is you want your green line to touch the top band for the Bollinger Bands, like this. And then you are going to enter your sell trade. I know that was a little bit too much, but let me just highlight the conditions that you need first. First, you need the black and red to be below the blue, like that. Secondly, you need to wait for a spike, but that spike should not cross the black line on top. Then lastly, you want your green line to touch the top Bollinger Band, and this gives you confirmation for you to enter a sell. And if that happens, you enter a sell immediately, and you're going to target 5 to 10 candlesticks, right? 5 to 10 candlesticks, and then you're out of the market, right? And as you can see, the market pushed down nicely, right? Let's look for another example. Let's look for another example that matches our conditions. Remember, we said the red and the black line should be below your blue line. And once that happens, it confirms that we are in a downtrend, which means you can take sell trades without any worry. So here we have our red and black line below, right? They're below the blue line. They're below this blue line, which is EMA 200. Second condition is you wait for a spike, and that spike should be below the 50 line, and that's exactly that what you're seeing right there. And then you want your green line to touch the Bollinger Bands, the top Bollinger Band, and it did. And you take your 5 to 10 candlesticks, as you can see right there. So this is a super accurate strategy. Why? Because the TDI is the only technical indicator that shows you both fundamentals, momentum, and it also shows you the volatility in the market, right? So this is one of the most celebrated indicators that you can find out there, right? So there's so many entries that we can talk about, but just not to keep this video long, we can just cut it off here. Here was another entry. As you can see, all conditions were met. Here was another entry. Here was another entry. So this works on boom. This works on crash, whether 300, 500, or 1000. So maybe right now, let me just talk about crash. Right? Let me talk about crash. For crash, it's pretty much the opposite that you want to see. First thing is, this time you want your red and black line to be above. You want them to be above your blue line. So your red and black should be above your blue line. Secondly, you're going to wait for a spike as usual, and that spike should happen, should be below the black, just like this, right? And then you're going to go to your Bollinger Bands and see if the green line, sorry, I'm now indicating the top part instead of the bottom part this time, which is something like this. So the bottom part, the green line touched the bottom Bollinger Bands this time, not the top, since you're on crash. And as you can see, you get your 5 to 10 candlesticks going up, right? So same conditions apply. Red and black should be above the blue. Then you wait for the green line on your Bollinger Bands to either touch your bottom line or cross it, and then you get your nice entries. So this is, you won't just get entries every second, because this is a highly accurate indicator. You'll get entries at appropriate times. So make sure that you really maximize on each and every entry, because you're not going to get a lot of them. Maybe you might get in an hour, you might get like 10 entries. So that means after every 6 minutes there might be an entry, or even less than 10 entries. But if you see yourself getting more than 10 entries in an hour, then it means you are now forcing entries. So make sure you watch out on how you are entering, right? So we can talk about this more on the second channel, which is called Everything Trading. The link I said is in the description box below. Make sure you go and subscribe there and stay connected to this channel. So make sure, if you want to get this type of results, join this winning team, join our signal services, our mentorship services, or our account management program. Until next time.